30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Team, we just start playing together, so we are all motivated and we have hopes for the best. So we'll see what will happen, but yeah, we are all hungry, you know.
Denied.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
MMR is just a number.
Hejsan allihopa. Spela lite Dota.
Test 1 2 test. Hello.
Test.
Hello and welcome back, you lovely people out there. You were worried that you weren't going to get any casts. Snare said some blasphemy right at the start, and then that meant that we turned into us getting out of here. Don't worry though, didn't miss that much. Just a first blood. Trent, how you doing?
I have another theory. I think it was Owen. I think he cut the cables. He cut the cord. All right, you heard what he said. That was it. Just like won't be having any of that competition in my Dota 2 space. So here we are. We're back. There was a first blood. Alliance have indeed lost a hero. It was big old Palmo there on the Snapfire going down the bottom lane. But welcome. Thanks for the wise words, LeBron. Lanes, stuff happening. We do have the lanes shaking out, I believe, as expected. No mix-ups here. We have that. I guess maybe the slight mix-up would be this idea of the tree not getting to see the primal beast, but once the heroes, had sort of gotten sorted to their players, we sort of assumed this would be the setup. And yeah, things are just kind of chill. You haven't missed a whole lot. Drow's hitting creeps. Faceless Void's hitting less creeps. That about sums it up.
True enough. And, that's basically what you want to be seeing as well. A rundown Melis in some trouble up top there. Does get actually the pull back in, and now it's Hanskin that's a little bit down low. They're going all in for this one, and if Charlie's not careful, he might end up going down as well. Looks like they're going to get the return kill on the Melis, and well, he's able to jump away. No more mana for that Fade Bolt. Did have a Enchanted Mango, but didn't decide to go for it.
Alrighty. Mid lane, though, has been totally even. Everyone's just chilling. We got a couple of farmers here in this lane. Shadowfiend versus the Leshrac. In terms of potential rotations, it's not looking too amazing, right? We have like a Rubik who could potentially rotate for a toss. I think it's a good angle. Down bottom, though, LeBron, this guy, he can rotate on the Primal Beast. but are you ever going to get the opportunity if you're trying to help your drow? Probably not, right?
Right. And I kind of wonder if this was the entire idea, right? We think about how rough this lane can sometimes be for a Drow Ranger facing off against a Broodmother. And if you have this like big bulky hero that can just sort of stand in front and keep S4 at bay, it feels like it's kind of a nice answer.
Yeah, because like typically, I mean, back in the day, it was the worst because the spiders were there. And then even when the spiders were gone, as S4 gets charged again.
Yeah, and in some trouble. Oh, the chase down needs another hit there. Isn't quite going to be able to get it in time. So Ponlo keeping S4 alive. But, I mean, there's no regen here. There's no nothing. Like, he has to bring out a salve right now, but this is feeling really rough. And Ponlo eventually going to get ran down. So they are absolutely slaying it right now.
I'm more impressed that S4 managed to get in there, get some denies, and get this wave under his tower. But, yeah, still very much in danger here. Oh, this is spooky. I would be so terrified of this Primal Beast right now because, I mean, I guess you get the audio cue, and now they scan, so they know that he's pulling, and that's what lets S4 sort of get back out a little bit here. That's a nice idea.
Yeah, they keep that more under fire, and Ponlo's going to come on over to try and contest that, but he didn't get there in time, so Freeplate's still in a decent position. LeBron goes again onto S4. He just brought out a salve. We'll actually try and turn right now with the Insatiable Hunger, but with the Drow eating away, it's a little bit too scary to full commit onto LeBron.
Yeah, years of Drow pain finally getting some vengeance these days before level 6. Then obviously at level 6, they can quickly turn. In the mid lane, we do have that action.
Ooh, double raise connects. He doesn't have another short one, though. And do they have enough for the kill? He does get down in the end. So the Shadow Fiend gets the kill on the Death Requiem. Hanskin, the one that picks up the bulk of that.
Oh, yeah, he winds up getting all the XP from that. So he gets 611 XP. Woo! That's a very happy tree.
Yeah, that is huge. He's level 5. That is crazy. Dude, what do you do with the giant tree?
Well, obviously, you buy Midas Aghanims. You know, I've seen this before, right? Or, you know, Meteor Hammer Aghanims, right? Isn't that the play? Not like support items, because that would be crazy. We don't do that on tree of all heroes here.
Of course not.
Radiant's middle tower
Well,
is under attack.
interesting early start to this. The main hero that's kind of been hampered so far has been this Broodmother. S4 not really able to get a good start, but obviously level 6 when he's going to start to come online in a more controlling fashion, I would imagine. But trying to get into those arcanes. As far as like the state of things here, like, are you at all worried about this SF and how much he's sort of been shut down a little bit by this Lesh, just in terms of levels at least?
Yeah, levels. I mean, yeah, the whole kill thing was a little bit weak, but he's got some stacks set up for Hanskin now, so he'll be fine. He's got a Chronosphere to play with, which is great in the early game when you're still like kind of a bit greedy on Shadow Fiend. It makes it really easy to just show up and do stuff. Speaking of which, that Chronosphere is ready, and Melee's is at half HP, so he needs to walk a very thin line up here because there's a tree who's the same level as him.
Right. Yeah, that's a problem. And, you know, I will say that having this very over-leveled tree could also pose a bit of a problem. You get a kill onto him, suddenly you're getting a ton of levels back your way. But Hanskin could get a pretty nice little overgrowth play or something like that if people aren't anticipating it. Charlie makes the TP rotation mid. Was wondering if he was trying to get some type of a fight plan mid when maybe make use of that Chronosphere, but
yeah,
does not look like it's able to find anybody.
It looked like MTD was going to commit, I think, for the tower push. I think they thought that SF was rotating top, and they were going to like try and pressure, and so they thought that they could then, you know, chrono him when they thought that they could attack mid. Very simple, rounded logic here between these two teams that you guys can follow quite easily.
Of course.
Yeah, it's pretty, you know, it's elementary.
True.
Watson's not here. Damn, I just had to go to Div 1, huh?
Unbelievable. It's messed up. Well, 8 minutes in, and in terms of the net worths, it is, again, 3 cores for Tribe and for Alliance. Only really 2, as S4 hasn't been able to find his way into this game, it feels like almost at all. It's just constantly getting ran at by LeBron, but this is big. Gets that level 6, and that immediately pulls him back into it.
Yeah, at first I was feeling bad for him because they jumped him like with a couple XP to go, but then they didn't get the full finish, and then it's like, okay, easy 6, easy game. And now the attempted counter by Hanskin ready to pop a smoke here. So he probably will die, but it's worth it to save Charlie.
He is regenning a lot off of this, but yeah, eventually they do bring down that tree. So MTD building towards that bloodstone, 2 components of it already done, and even gonna get the bottle refill. So this feels like it's going to be a move up here to try and punish onto Charlie, or I guess he just heads back towards mid. Okay. There's a lot of creeps there, and Shadow Fiend ready to keep the pressure on.
And a scary Chrono that could come out there too if you get a little bit too risky. That Chrono definitely waiting for its Snapfire though. As Ponlo.
Oh, low pleb in the mid lane. 1 raise, 2 raise, gets the kill. Unable to make that happen. Invis rune, very nice pickup for him.
It's just so free.
Oh, misses raises there. That's fine. Don't worry, nobody saw.
But, I mean, all those levels on Hanskin, he got 6 really easily, and I believe that means the Tome is coming out to Ponlo here. Yes, very much necessary. So Ponlo will be almost level 6, still need a little bit of time, and then they could look for kills with the Chrono, or you could even get a defensive play on top of S4, when they try and jump S4 and you just fire back with the kisses.
Right. Yeah, that could be nice. And S4, I mean, again, after getting that level 6, immediately starts making his presence felt, takes that bottom tier 1 tower, and now is just going to try and hold on to this area with Ponlo nearby. But there are a lot of heroes over here. A bunch of heroes tribe down on the bottom side of the map. Will they be able to find anybody? Doesn't look like it. But still, that's pretty good space created for Alliance.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of holding the line right now. Like, Drow wants to farm a little bit. Lashrak just cleans up a wave, runs to a jungle camp, goes back to the wave of the tower. SS pretty much doing the same thing. No one is looking to get too aggressive at the moment. Obviously, they still have the opportunities of the Chrono here, but they haven't opted for it. Hanskin's just playing like a statue, or perhaps a tree, I guess, and just hanging out in the lane, making sure that no one is able to intercept Charlie in his most important farming stage. And so Melee's just does what a Doom does and buys a Midas. Probably the only person disappointed by this will be Lil Pleb, but LeBron is here to help protect him. Man, Ponlo really needs these levels. That kill's looking pretty free with level 6.
Yeah, it is a pretty nice little takedown there up top on Melis, though. They bring in numbers and find that kill. And now going to TP to head towards mid. So this is an interesting play. Smoked up and looking for a Chrono onto MTD. Do they find anybody here? This would be really nice. And a haste rune, too. Moving on in, it's going to be LeBron. Do they decide to use the Chrono for him? No. A little bit annoying, I'm sure, for Charlie to make that move and not to be able to connect for a kill.
Man, LeBron really putting the emphasis on these runes, like keeping the vision over it. It's really important right now because they're not really looking to do anything. But the runes enabling a Shadow Fiend and a Faceless Void, as you've already seen with the Invis and the haste that he's gotten on the SF, is pretty terrifying. So just removing these is just, it's really aiding the Drow to just farm down here. At the same time, though, S4 also just farming freely. Didn't end up dying in that lane. He's still 1-0-0. And looks like he'll pretty comfortably get up to that early Greaves.
Yeah, if he can get there, that feels very, very nice for him. And obviously can play around that with the rest of his team. LeBron is going to make it go again, but you can see S4 immediately backs away and won't get caught by that pulverize. And instead, it's going to be some spiders caught, trying to cut through those. But, well, the turn, the trample, Cookie out. Oh, a little bit off the mark there. Ponlo not able to get it onto the Brood.
Those are really interesting plays he's going for right there. LeBron has been pump faking the onslaught a lot, using the noise from the fog to like freak people out. Like, he just charges it sometimes and they run away and he just cancels.
Yeah.
He's trying to manipulate how they're behaving there. And then that idea there too, to pulverize onto the Brood, just onto the spiders, and then clean them up with the trample and the pig poles is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely really good. I mean, these types of plays are what you need to do, but until that mech comes out, until those Greaves come out. Because if you can keep the spiders alive as S4, you're just going to turn and kill the Primal Beast. So they need to make these moves right here. Let's go in with the pig pull again. Looks like it's
I would
gonna be fine.
assume, though. Oh, nice Chrono mid, though. They got
Able to get
MTD
it.
easy.
That was well done. So he finally is able to make something happen with that one, and Ponlo able to make a ulti play as well as John moves in. Doom! Melis says, you want to come and kill me? All right, see how it is.
That's a little bit of no one cares really. Melee's on the one hand, it's like yeah, whatever, but
Right.
I'm sure Chuan will take that every time.
As more rounds of the multi-shot gets spammed out on the bottom side of the map. I mean, do you think that Ancient Tribe are just kind of comfortable with this game going later? They've got a Doom Midas. I mean, it's still a little bit scary, I feel like, with Drow against Faceless Void, but Doom does seem like it's been a good answer against these Voids.
Yeah, I envision it being difficult to keep that ideal spacing for a Drow in this game. But, you know, if the Leshrac is able to pop off a little bit, maybe he can get a bunch of kills with this Bloodstone that's coming out here in like 40 gold. They can smoke up and be successful with that. I could maybe see it working, but like they're not gonna have any auras. So if they have to play fast, that part of the game is gonna be a little bit more difficult since they have double support of Rubik and Primal Beast, and then they have a Doom in the off lane. They're not really able to get that early mech that teams have relied on when they're trying to make these exact plays. And instead, they're gonna be fighting into the mech, if not Greaves at that point from S4 if he decides to show up for the defense. So yeah, I don't know. Feels tough, but this is a great start. Grabbing S4 down bottom.
This is really nice. Shutting down that timing, trying to slow down those Greaves from coming online. If you can do that damage, that might allow them to get into a couple of these other items that buy that time. Likewise, though, you can see Skin playing on this tree just keeps these towers alive against the constant spam.
And then you have a BKB coming out at the same time as this Bloodstone. Like
Right.
BKB for Chuan right now. So that SF is pretty frightening when you're also factoring in living armor, cookies, and the backup artillery support of Mortimer Kisses.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, you know, obviously Diabolic Edict isn't going to care about any of that, but that's only so much damage. It's down bottom. S4 going to get caught again. You can see, according to these esportsbet.io odds, they're favoring Alliance in this game against Ancient Tribe if they're going to be able to sort of hold out and hit this really strong timing that they've got. We'll see if it ends up working.
It definitely just looks easier for me for Alliance right now. I feel like they're not under that pressure. Like, I don't think Ancient Tribe's idea, if their idea is to just like try and outscale, it's not to say their heroes are like terrible, but it just looks harder, like straight up. So many things are harder.
Yeah. Game is hard, as they say, as MTD, you can see already that power of the Shadow Fiend. He's just able to get a couple of hits with the raises onto that Lesh. But does have the Bloodstone completed. Bloodstone, Brown Boots, and a smoke
Charlie.
up and head on in. Almost found that Faceless Void. And instead, it's Chuan that runs into LeBron now.
Oh, they have a ward too. They see them.
They're all in vision. Need to be careful about their movement, the lift and the push away. And that gets them out of trouble for the moment. Rubik, he's going to be the sacrifice left behind.
That was definitely the best case scenario there for Ancient Tribe. That could have gone so much worse. They were very close to losing Will Pleb there to a, I mean, they would have instantly chronoed with that opportunity.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're going to take over your jungle. They're going to move to that mid-tier 1, and they're just going to dump all their pressure onto it right now. I don't see why you wouldn't. Looks pretty simple. They could even drop a warden behind the tower if they want, but they don't have any, so never mind.
Yeah, it feels like this is going to be a hard defense if Ancient Tribe want to hold on to this one. But yeah,
look
the
at
tower,
Hanskin. He's the
it's
ward.
just going to go down.
Radiant's middle tower has
Waiting.
fallen.
They're not going to go for anything, it looks like. And in fact, Alliance still sticking around. Are they going to look to do more here? They drop down a sentry, so Hanskin walks right by MTD. They see him. And that illusion. No. Okay, that signals that, okay, there's some spicy stuff going on.
Pressure on the bottom tower, though. What can you do about this? I don't think you can deal with that bottom pressure. They could sack LeBron. Maybe. Yeah, he's going. All right.
Don't worry, guys. I got it. Bang. Kill the spiders and then probably die. Let's see if they actually full commit to try and kill LeBron here.
They moved slower over here than I thought. I thought they were going to be like bringing the SF and the tree much sooner. So that actually worked out very well for LeBron.
And in fact, the little pleb is already down here. So it looks like they want to try and defend this. Kind of a wild move without the rest of the team nearby. They do have BKB almost Blink Dagger done on the Doom.
It feels like Ponlo, if he just hits one kiss on the little pleb, he's just dead. I mean, I guess he's got the one pike.
Yep. Needs to be careful about his movement. Cookie won't come out in time with the other TPs coming in. It looks like Ancient Tribe has been able to hang on to this tower for now. I mean, you have 5 heroes stuck down here now, though. They're going to smoke up and try and make a move. If they could force a good fight, that would be solid, but need to be careful of that chrono. I guess Charlie's not with them.
No, he's not. Take him a second to get over there. And we got Hanskin with the invis, though. Oh, they haven't seen him yet, and they have the ward up. So now Hanskin's going to hide. Sees this Doom running through with a blink and a war stomp. I think he knows what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, they're away. Oh, scan immediately connects.
Yeah, they saw Hanskin go through this ward, I believe.
And hello, friend. How are you? So that's going to be a tree going down. Still a lot of time wasted.
Have you noticed that, like, half the teams have done the sentry ward thing?
What's the sentry? Oh, yeah.
Like, LeBron's is the fish named sentry ward.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, you know what? He won TI, so that actually is the sentry ward. Yeah, there you go. That one.
Yeah.
Sneaky,
it's good.
sneaky.
You know, any little advantage you can do. Why wouldn't you do it?
That's what Dota players are known for.
Yeah. Oh, no. He's out of mana. All right. LeBron's fine.
See ya.
Yeah, gets back home perfectly okay, and actually has enough gold for the shard now if he wants to get it. That is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think he's just viewing that it's like too long till he'll actually get a BKB, so he's going for this instead. And you know, this BKB issues this game, Chrono, Overgrowth. Maybe it's not as free as other games.
Dire's top tower.
So I think Fog was telling me that there's some like combo that you can do with this, where you can perfectly time the rock throw together with the onslaught and the pulverize, where there's no way to stop it. But he is just going to die on LeBron now, killing off the wave and then immediately going down.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video on it before, but I haven't seen it incorporated. It kind of just looked like a harder version of like there was a thing you could do with Marcy before. You could like rebound and throw on the same anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Hard movement, and Marcy's is dead I think now, so it's okay.
Sure enough.
And she's just pretty dead, huh? The most banned hero at TI. See ya.
Yeah, pretty much only see her in like the 3 roll now. There were a couple of games where we saw position 1.
Yeah, don't you dismiss the Battle Fury Marcy here. Come on.
It won a game. I think it won a game in China. Yeah. I don't remember, though. Regardless, we did see after that tier 2 tower goes down, the Ancient Tribe heading into the Roche, trying to find something for themselves, but Ponlo immediately threw out those kisses and then wasn't able to go on in. And now actually Ponlo, he's going to be in trouble, but Shadow Fiend on the high ground trying to keep him alive with the danger of the right clicks coming in, but it wasn't enough to dissuade MTD from going for the kill. So they do bring down that Snapfire, and Alliance still going to hang on to this side of the map.
It's just, it feels like it's slowly shrinking here for Ancient Tribe, but I gotta say, they have not lost as many heroes as I would expect. You wouldn't think that the kills would be like even at this point. I don't know.
Right.
It feels like Alliance have just controlled the map way more. They had a how many Chrono kills have we had? Is it just one?
I think just one.
I think so.
And it's interesting because I feel like Charlie's gone for a lunch of like moves trying to find a chrono kill. He just hasn't been able to connect onto them. Ancient Tribe kind of responding well to the pressure. But they do have another BKB now done on Faceless Void along with the one on Shadow Fiend. So this might be where they try and put the clamps on. But I mean, only 1,000 gold lead right now. I feel like you can't be too sad about this as Ancient Tribe.
No, I think this is going great. And in fact, I think if Melee's blinks and dooms this Faceless Void, Leshrak's just going to dive in with his Blink Dagger, and they could win this fight.
Scans are
Especially
there.
if they're a little split.
LeBron finds one. It's Ponlo there. S4, Cookie's out, throws the rocks. Doesn't quite connect onto S4. Might have gone for it if he connected.
They still have Cookie as well on the Rubik right now.
Lift. Cookie stun. Long duration. But they can't go for anything else. Yeah, it feels like they have to have LeBron start these fights. At least, unless they see the Faceless Void, then they can just straight doom. But Charlie's playing pretty far back.
I like this. So MTD gets in there, steals some farm from their jungle, as obviously he can't get into the Radiant jungle right now, but I mean, top side's still kind of scary considering there's always going to be that outpost there and an invisible tree. But he feels confident enough to get in there and find that farm for his team.
Charlie? He's just dead. Oh my God. The rock throw a little off the mark, but
Wait.
keep him alive? No. And he was just playing way too far forward. They bring down S4. Chuan pops the ulti, but Melis is fine. He Mask of Madness at like the hard camp. Oh man, that one hurts.
Dude, you got to farm. You know? That's just efficiency. It's a carry player.
That's true. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. You can take the carry player to the camp, but you can't stop him from farming. I don't know. There's something there. There's a horse, some water. I don't know. But there's a Roche, and Ancient Tribe's patience has paid off here.
Yeah. Getting this perfect timing. I mean, they felt safe over there because of the ward, but they were definitely not. We're not able to find the other ward. And now Ponlo just gets a rock thrown at him. LeBron left completely alone here. Does not have mana for TP. Will have it soon. Does he have a way to get out? They have overgrowth if they want to use that. Even gonna kisses for LeBron. Just TP's out and they're gonna use the overgrowth. That is the definition of space created.
I mean, I'm just firing off the tips right there if I'm LeBron. Like, I mean, come on, kisses and overgrowth, sweet. I mean, I guess they don't want to fight my team anyway because we have Aegis, but wow, Ancient Tribe. Very surprised.
Pull back in, Gust there, Melis on top of him. Couldn't get the War Stomp. And the cookie comes out. The control is there. MTD just brazenly blinks in, keeping his buddy alive.
Aegis.
They have Chrono, but Mask of Madness, they don't even need it. Chrono will be for round 2. This is a perfect fight for Alliance here. I don't even know if they need that Chrono. Good hold on that one for Alliance, and now looking for more. The cookie chase down. Rubik in trouble. Charlie ready to go absolutely ham, but he's able to steal the time walk and get out of harm's way.
Close one. Good way for him to escape there.
Well, reset.
Well, my friend, this is a strange one, I gotta say.
Yeah?
I feel like we're just like there's this line. We've decided there's a line and that no one wants to really cross it. It's always just like one hero at a time, little kills, no giant team. I mean, there's only been 4 kills in the past while. I remember it was like 9-9, and then we were just like waiting and waiting and waiting, and then a couple of heroes died. Now we're just waiting again, perhaps in the next Roche.
True. Perhaps. Who's to say?
Part of it is the vision, I guess. It's like there's not that much out on the map right now. Each team kind of just has like one ward. In fact, now I think even the Dire have lost their ward, so they don't really have any vision going. So people don't really have that confidence to actually make their moves across the map right now. And everyone also, I don't know, I'm looking at people's inventories, and I'm looking at that next item that's coming up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd probably want to wait for that. You know? Like, if I'm facing Squad right now, do I really want to go somewhere without this Lincolns? No.
That's fair. I mean, the other dangers that eventually, you know, Doom might get to an Aghanim Scepter, which could create some pretty serious problems for him. But the smoke up now, they're ready to go on the side of Ancient Tribe, waiting to see somebody. Now, everybody is sitting behind this SF right here.
And that we have the Rubik jump ready.
Okay.
He can just kind of jump in, telekinesis someone, wait for heroes to reveal, and that's when Melee's is going to hop in and go for the stun. I feel like he's just going to YOLO in a little bit of 7.
Smoke on smoke. Alliance looking for somebody. It's a little pleb nearby. Smoke breaks. And I don't know if little pleb realized what was going on or not. Oh yeah, his smoke broke also on the drow. Showing himself near mid. Oh, that was close. Almost got baited on that one, Sean.
Radiant's top tower
All
under
right.
attack.
Back to hanging out.
Seems like it. Towards mid, they're going to try and push this tower, I think.
Has fallen.
I'm more surprised that we're actually getting to the point where it feels like Drow's going to get kind of scary.
Yeah, it could be.
Radiant's top
You know?
tower is
If she
under
gets that one defensive item after Blink,
Dire's middle tower is under
S4, Melis, right on top of him, finds the tree. Doom on to SF. And S4 kind of in no man's land, but Shadow Fiend can keep punching. LeBron in some trouble, tries to throw the rocks, not going to do nearly enough. And well, the rest of the team just need to be careful, need to get out of there. BKB out, the multi-shot, the back away. And with Charlie nearby, they've got to play super safe on Ancient Tribe.
Man, they are just not extending at all.
Yeah.
Like Charlie, there's so many teams I think would have went up that hill and tried to go for that chrono, but then, you know, there's potential turnaround there from the Rubik and the Drow. You're fighting the high ground. They just don't want to risk it at all. They just want to play mega safe, and they already used their BKBs early. They know the Doom is wasted, so they're just going to pressure into this tower.
Tower is under attack.
I feel like LeBron kind of bailed them out a little bit from a slightly bad initiation,
Right.
just by chucking his body in there, so that's always nice, but... All right, that was scary.
Lift
Good blink
Cookie
out.
back away. Yeah, I agree. I think that right now Alliance are definitely playing around, okay, we're super strong right now. Let's just not take any risks, because if we take a bad fight, this could all fall apart.
I think this game is, just like dead even in that sense. Like, I agree that
Right.
Alliance looks better, like you said, but like, yeah, they could so easily run into trouble. One bad chrono,
Yeah.
and this Drow or Leshrac can just like shred your team apart.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, as the game gets later and later and these teams get items, it does kind of end up in that situation where, like, it comes more down to initiation. It comes more down to the vision element of the game, too. And all it takes is one bad fight to lose a huge advantage that you've built up. And Alliance should have a vision advantage because of these spiders being thrown around. But it's not a foregone conclusion.
Are scanning.
Dire Scan hitting on some Drow illusions here. Disappointing.
Yeah. And they're going to keep farming up that side while down bottom, Ancient Tribe push out and get some good pressure onto that tower, immediately retreat back after. I mean, one thing that's super interesting about this, they have 4 Blink Daggers on the side of Ancient Tribe. So kind of a cool answer against the Chrono, right? Like the timing that it takes to pop it, you might be able to blink away.
It's nice versus that. It's also pretty good versus the Snapfire as well, because it just means that like multiple people can just find her and get into that good vision range,
Right.
And just collapse on her as well. Of course, since we spent so much time not fighting, her damage has kind of fallen off at this point.
True.
So that we didn't get the full life value out of this Snapfire.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. It's definitely been a little bit of
Dire's
the
bottom tower
posturing
is under
back and
attack.
forth, trying to dodge engagements for both teams, it feels like. Ward dropped down. That one's within vision of the sentry? No, it is. They take it away. So that one will get dewarded if Alliance come back over to this side of the river.
So there's this thing happening now because Alliance have obviously been holding their tier 1 tower mid this whole game because they have tree. There's just
Yeah.
this like death valley here in this mid, right? Where it's like anywhere from the tier 3 to that tier 1 is just the danger zone, where at some point Ancient Tribe, you know, they have to kill the creeps that come in here. And that's the easiest way for Alliance to set up a fight if they want to force one. They could just blink Hanskin over and go for an ulti.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, that is, it's very much sort of the demilitarized zone is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And the weird dynamic
Melis.
is that,
Just thinking about it. Oh, this is so scary.
yeah,
Jeez, man. Why? What?
they're just chilling.
What is that flex? Why is he walking there?
He's not
Ah.
afraid.
I know that you guys all have sentries and stuff, but man, that's so scary. That's like walking in the middle of the river at like minute 2 and just going between the 2 mid laners. Just like,
Yeah.
oh, hey.
What's going on over here? Yeah, and MTD, he pushes out this bottom lane now, and this creates at least some counter pressure on the other side. The scan hits, they know exactly where they're at.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ponlo,
What are they gonna
showing
do about
smoke.
it?
He goes into the middle, and
Why?
immediately Ponlo is going to get caught and killed.
Did he misclick?
I don't think so.
That just seems
Radiant's
crazy.
top tower is under attack.
Well,
Unless he just wanted to pop a smoke or something.
I think
Which
it
he did.
probably. I think probably what happened was also they showed the Lesh bottom, and that made him think that, okay, we can go and take this real quick. But
Well, there was no
immediately
we. It was
That's
just
fair.
Palm, though. I also
fair.
count Mortimer, I guess. It was Mortimer had Snapfire, so maybe it was a Wii.
Yeah.
Does she have a
in,
name?
jump
Is it
out.
like Gertrude or something? Or is her name Snapfire? Or
Uh,
Snapfire, the combination of them too, like a cool nickname.
I think Snapfire is both of them together. Overgrowth, Force Staff,
Oh, yeah, it's
Rooted,
Beatrix.
Chrono. Now the Pulverize on to the Shadow Fiend. Doom is there. Can they kill off this Drow in time? Yes, they will, but buyback is there. Melis battling, trying to kill him off. The Shadow Fiend super low and is gonna die. MTD, Bloodstone back up in a second, needs to get it off now and will finally. So that's the regen, the mana they need, and the silence now onto 2, multi-shot. Will Pleb back for a little bit of a vengeance. The cookie to try and get him out of harm's way, and Charlie will manage to survive, but they jump up on the high ground with Melis, and that's gonna be Ponlo dead. So Roche gonna respawn, 42 seconds. SF will not quite be back up, but the rest of Alliance will.
Yeah, and it's a buyback, though, on the Drow, so they really need this Roche. Gotta ensure that it pops out and goes on her, but obviously it's a bit of a later spawn, so Ancient Tribe, although they win the engagement, it might not end up being to their benefit. However, this Refresher Doom, when that Roche is back up, he'll, assuming they don't get it very fast, he will have double Doom up.
Yeah, that is really nice for them. I mean, the scaling, it might be started. If they can get this Aegis on Little Pleb, that's going to be the answer. And MTD, waiting in the pit, knowing how important this is going to see it respawn right now, and immediately they go to work. Can they get it in time, though? Hanskin, he doesn't have Overgrowth for another 10 seconds. S4 sitting just on the outside. It looks like they want to contest this, but it's so scary going into this pit. Charlie looking for the wraparound, but he's too late. And now Silence, now getting pummeled. They go down. Melis, he doesn't want to pop Refresher because he had 1 second left on Doom, so Charlie gets away.
Whew, yeah, it's that wouldn't feel great, although it would be boss if he had a refresh with like 2 seconds. That would be insane.
Lil Pleb sitting somewhat low down bottom right now, but does have that Aegis in hand, so much needed, and can pass over the shard as well.
Yeah, that's not bad. Is that everyone now? Must be, right? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Interesting.
5 shards.
And 5 Blink Daggers now done for Ancient Tribe. They know the answer to this chrono. Interesting. It's coming
It's
on
a
out
lot
that
of gold
courier.
in not stats. That is for sure.
Yeah, fair.
Be a little frightening at times. Well, Drow's closing in on BKB, though. I said if she makes it to that actual defensive item, after all these sort of greedier ones of Hurricane Pike and Manta, the way you would have to play this game, definitely greed. The BKB will still be a nice secondary option here, especially so you just can't get like grabbed by S4 or something who has now finished off that scythe. Just going to hope that you don't get chronoed, obviously, or Overgrowth, but even then you get some other options there.
Yeah.
But there's the Aghanims done for Ponlo, yeah, so... I mean, Tree already has Blink, but Fire and even just creeps is nice.
And they're all grouped together right now. I mean, if you catch this Drow and kill her
she's so
without
alone.
chrono,
This is crazy.
are
It's
they
gonna be like, that's an
do it?
illusion.
I mean, Hanskin sees him
Oh,
and
they
walks in
sentry.
vision. They drop down the sentry ward. They see him, the chrono there onto the left, but the lift away. He did not pop BKB. Pops it now, and turning to bring him down will get that kill. As Lil Pleb thought about chasing, won't go for any more. And Ponlo just gonna throw it out. Force Staff gets him away. So 2 go down, but the Aegis remains. Oh, that's a gem. Okay.
Yeah, LeBron's gem picked up right now. Lovelab coming back in with the Drows, trying to bait a bad fight there, doing the fake illusion play.
Right. Yeah, it feels like the vision advantage is definitely what they need. They need to find one of these heroes at the start for Ancient Tribe with Melis to particularly get that Doom on that Faceless Void. Tough to do, though,
feel like-
against the Lycans.
I feel like this game has felt very strange in a lot of ways because there have been so many tools that get picked up in the game and you expect them to have an impact, and everyone just sits on it. Like, trying to figure out why this game just feels so weird, but I feel like that's part of it. Is that, like, I can remember, like, all these power spike moments where you expect a move to happen because of it, and just nothing occurs. You
Right.
know, and it's just happened over and over and over again with every single item.
Yeah.
It's a very weird feeling. It's like no one wants to initiate at all.
Well, they will initiate now onto S4, pulls him in, and, well, went for the Doom, but, oh,
Nice.
Ponlo with the save. Well done. Yeah, and Ponlo queuing up the Blink and then the Aether after wants to get that really good save potential, which is a nice answer against the Doom.
Dire are scanning.
Doom's going to need to get into an Aghanims, I feel like, at some point. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that is
Doom?
true, actually.
They got him. Save, maybe? No, he doesn't have the gobble up.
You and
Second
you.
Doom on both of them. Why not? Okay, Melis is just saying, I'm going to take the game into my own hands. Ponlo obviously cannot TP out of there, so they will bring down both.
And so it falls to me, says Melis.
MTD, they find the stun onto S4. The Spider trying to live and does get some good damage out there from the SF to force him back, but now he's in trouble. Little Pleb chasing. That Swift Blink has him in their sights. Finds S4. Melis keeps going for more. Little Pleb turned upon. This guy still has an Aegis. 30 seconds until it expires as Melis gets ran down, but the lift away keeps him pretty okay.
LeBron.
Although BKB out now. Pulverize onto one. They kill off Melis. Still trying to stay alive through this Hanskin. He gets the smoke out at the last second to stay alive. Holy moly.
That Swift
Barely
Blink is
surviving.
just... It's so much damage, right? Like, he was saving the BKB, but he just grabs the Swift Blink because he's still playing with his Aegis. And it helps secure them a lot of damage, but unfortunately, it is damage versus a Treant Protector, and they don't close it out. And
True.
back they go.
Yeah. Still a minute and a half left on buyback for this Drow as the Aegis expires. And it feels like we're probably going to be having to wait for another Roche most likely before this one can be closed out evenly. And like we said, if there isn't this like sort of early strong battles coming out from Alliance where they can take control of the game with this Faceless Void, the Snapfire, it gets weird in the late game.
Yeah, but look at Doom right now.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
come on. He had the X queued up. Come on. Come on, bud. I see that gold. It's taken up. He's got the tome ready.
He's ready.
Don't hurt me.
No.
Ah, boo, Aeon.
It's probably
All right.
the safer option. It's a better one, probably.
Oh, that was a
bottom.
nice save from Hanskin with the Force Staff.
Ooh, that was very scary. Well, a interesting series of events over the last couple of minutes as Drow does buy out for that BKB on Lil Pleb now. Still less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams. Everybody else in the game has buyback except for Lil Pleb.
Oh, that'll set us up for a nice Roche fight then, since his will be back then as well, right? So
True.
we're just all good.
Well, he needs to get a little bit more gold first. Oh, that is a
the
blink.
blinks.
That
There he
is
is.
a blink. That is a blink.
Oh, you know, and unlike Doom, this guy, he doesn't have a refresher. You know, he doesn't
True.
have that same power in case he whiffs an ulti.
Are they just going to go in? I gotta try and take top tier 2. That makes sense. Take over the outpost as well. There's a minute left until Roche is capable of respawning.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So,
And the Aeon Disc is indeed ready, by the way, for Melis, so he is ready for the assembly. Although he needs to put part of it in the inventory, but he's Midasing right now, so
correct.
it's a bit busy, you know.
I mean, in terms of these net worths, you can see that, you know, you've got this tri-core coming out from Ancient Tribe that feels so strong. And while there is that power that you get from like a Faceless Void Chrono, they've itemized really well to deal with it.
Under attack.
I think the highest this win percentage has been the whole game was 62, and it was just a couple minutes ago when I think Lil Pleb got that Aegis. And that was
Yeah.
it. Other than that, this game has just been tight the entire time.
Very back and forth.
It's hard to create a big differential in terms of like the net worth and the experience if there are no massive team fights. If it's just always these like one and done little pickoffs going over. There's no giant swings occurring. No single person is surviving through, you know, 4 kills on the opponent.
Right.
It's just itty bitty stuff over and over.
And
Dire's
that
top
lends
tower
itself
has
to a
fallen.
very even game as the tier 2 tower is taken in towards mid. LeBron getting chased through the river.
It's just a number.
John going on in for him, but the Doom down. They find him. Second round, they got him caught for the moment. LeBron throws out the rock throw, connects,
Doom.
and he dropped the second Doom. Okay. Shadow Fiend mega dead. Very, very dead.
He couldn't send him back out because he just doomed him. So you're gonna swallow that Shadow Fiend? I'll doom you too. Don't think I won't.
Oh, man.
I've already shown you once, Pawn, though. I'll do it again.
I mean,
He's
that's,
closed in on the eggs blessing as well.
Scanning.
yeah. That's crazy.
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
now,
attack.
I mean, who needs a Roche? You kill off the Shadow Fiend and the Snapfire. I mean, Faceless Void does not have enough damage to kill off all
Look
of
what he's
them.
doing. Look what he's doing. He's smoked up with the ninja gear. He's coming in.
He's trying. I don't think he has enough damage to kill off all of them. And in fact, Charlie has to be careful. He's pulling
he has the
away. 'cause
solid
guess what?
spit!
That's a gobble up.
Oh,
my
the cast
God.
range.
Rubik with the save, with the big save, and Mellis right on top of Charlie. Does need to be careful, but the AI disc assemble and then looking for the walk away. Mellis, can he get out of there in time? He is gonna drop, so they get that kill, but holy smoly, what a freaking steal with that gobble up.
That is so funny. The range is insane.
It's bigger than a chrono.
Like, he just grabbed them so far away.
All right, well, if he can keep this till the end of the game, I don't think you steal another spell. Legitimately, it's too freaking good against it. Oh, God, that's got to feel so bad.
As insanely powerful. I just want to see him send in the Doom. I don't even want him to use his blink. I want him to self-Doom with his Ag's blessing when it comes out. Just fire him in.
Dude, the Ag's legitimately griefing now. And oh, no! Goes right on in. Will they be able to kill him? Oh, he cancels his chase, actually. MTD gets gobbled up. So a save is there, gets thrown away. Chrono is ready, so they don't have a save ready for him. As a bunch get hit in that split earth. But with Mellis dead, Primal Beast has to buy back because Roche is up.
Oh, and what a beautiful Roche. It is the Refresher Shard. This is the game you want, Refresher Shard, not Aghanims.
Yeah.
We got Chronos, we got Dooms, we got Overgrowths, we got Requiems.
Oh, that's very good. And yeah, the illusion in the pit, so they know that it's up, and S4 also going to see it here. With Doom back up in 20 seconds.
I love what LeBron's done here too. He comes back, he buys drums because he just bought back, so he just wants something for this fight. This fight is so important. He brings all the mangoes, fuels up everyone who's here. This is a captain, you know,
Yeah.
ready to lead his team to victory.
And again, even though it's a 6K gold lead, even though Ancient Tribe get a pretty big win taking out that first Rax up in the mid lane, nothing is safe. You lose one fight here, you can definitely lose the game. Just all off the back of that. So Ancient Tribe are going to run through mid. This is really good vision in this area for Alliance. Hard to
And-
make something happen here.
Scanning.
He still has Gobble up as well. Keep in
Scan.
mind.
Shiva's out. Seeing all of this. Shadow Fiend is in the bottom lane. Skin throws out that Nature's Grasp. And yeah, we'll TP back to join the team now. So that smoke not really bearing fruit. And Charlie waiting to the side in case anybody walks up this hill.
Yeah, he's just ready to backtrack. That's it. It's like, I got my talent. Life's good.
So next couple of minutes here where everything could be decided. It is Refresher on the Faceless Void about to come off cooldown. And we also saw the Arcane Blink completed for the Shadow Fiend. MTD ready to walk up high ground here. The smoke up. LeBron finds it, but can't get the pulverize in time on Hanskin.
Instantly rewarded as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be frustrating. MTD jumped in. Thought about the chrono. Wanting to bait out the BKB. He needs to use it here now, but no. He just dies. Now, he does have buyback, but starting the fight like this, very scary. Can they find anybody? LeBron looking for a jump, not finding it.
He got his gem.
Okay.
He actually got it. Yeah, he got it back because Leshrac dropped it there.
Okay. So gem gained, but Roche very low, and without a buyback yet. They're going to throw in one. That's the illusion. That's double BKBs. Charlie used
Melis.
this too.
Oh, he gets sight.
They find him immediately. Aeon Disc trying to turn, but the Chrono is out in time. Where's the save? They don't have it. Can't get in range. Melis is going to go down. Has to buy back immediately. Roche, very low HP. MTD, they walk back in. They got in there. They're into the fight immediately. Spider gets thrown out. Drow jumps out.
Does he want to be there?
Trying to get out of trouble. Oh, Melis looking for a catch, but it's not going to be there. Fear back onto 2. Lowclab finds a kill. The Doom, the turn, the catch. Oh, he's in trouble. He is in trouble, and Faceless Void about to go down. Second Doom from long range connecting onto the Shadow Fiend. Everybody is so low right now on Ancient Tribe, but they win the fight, and no buybacks. Oh no, he's 600 gold away on the Faceless Void.
So much just happened in this team fight. It was just masterful all the way around. The illusion going in first, Doom coming in after, not BKBing first, so he ends up getting sight. Then he BKBs at the end, gets chronoed, still dies, but then he is bots too. He didn't invest the Aghanims.
Oh my god. Yeah, that
sight was terrifying.
True. And I gotta say that the illusion bait to get the first round of BKBs felt so pivotal to this all working out for them.
And then these saves again, of course. Heaven, right?
Yeah.
Brings them back. They fire in the drow. Poor S4 Brood lands on the drow.
Middle barracks are under attack.
And not fully supported there in this one as they continue to march right down here and start hitting these buildings, as you can see.
Oh,
It's looking like it might be done here.
oh my god. Ancient Tribe take a great fight win there.
Dire's middle tower
And again, no buyback on these heroes. They're going to throw out the kisses to try and stop this pressure coming in, but it's defense of the Ancients in 20 seconds until everybody's back up. I think they've done it. They've got enough time to lift to the side. MTD, he is so low on HP, but with the Aegis still there and everybody dead, that is going to be GG. They managed to pull one out of nothing.